Okay, so what we're looking at today is a market with a really fascinating split personality. Seriously, on one hand, the broad market is just kind of holding its breath. But on the other, whoa. We've got explosive moves in tech, a crypto giant that looks like it's ready to break out, and, well, we'll even check in with some, let's say, less conventional indicators. Let's get right into it.
It's the big question, right? Every investor is wondering about it this time of year. But honestly, the answer seems to be, it totally depends on where you're looking. The big picture, it tells one story. But man, when you zoom in, the details are telling a completely different and way more exciting story.
So, a lot of the insights for today's explainer are coming straight from the pre-market briefing by Bull Bear Dragon. They give us a great little snapshot of what's really moving the market right this second.
All right, so let's start with that cautious side of the market. While there are some serious fireworks going off in some corners, the main index, the S&P 500, is pretty much stuck in a holding pattern.
Yeah, the S&P, it managed to squeak out a tiny gain, but cautious is definitely the word of the day. You can almost feel the hesitation in the air. Investors just aren't making any big bets, and there's one huge event on the horizon that has everyone walking on eggshells.
And here's the thing, it all comes down to Friday, the big inflation report. This one number has massive implications. I mean, if it comes in hot, it could really spook the Federal Reserve. But if it comes in cool, well, that might just be the green light for that holiday rate cut so many people are hoping for. The bottom line is, the entire market is just waiting.
Okay, so that's the slow, steady, kind of boring part of the story. But that is not where the action is. Nope. If you look under the hood, especially in the tech sector, the party has already started for a select few.
And what's really interesting is the confidence we're hearing from analysts. While the rest of the market is on pause, you've got major players like Mizuho basically pounding the table, calling for a big run-up in stocks like Meta. They're convinced some of these giants have a lot more room to run.
And you can totally see why they're so optimistic. A single-day jump of over 3% for a company the size of Meta, that is a huge deal. It just shows that big money is more than happy to pour into specific stocks with strong stories, no matter how anxious the broader market is.
And this isn't just about one tech titan. Not at all. There's this whole group of stocks, a lot of them tied to the AI boom, that aren't just rallying. They are absolutely crushing it with numbers that seem almost unreal just a few days into December.
And this chart, wow, it just perfectly illustrates the split we're talking about. Look at this. On one side, you've got the S&P 500 basically flat. On the other, you have this group of December crushers. They're already up over 16% in 3 days. That's not a Santa rally, that's a rocket launch. And of course, so much of this excitement is being fueled by the race for AI dominance. The debate is just raging among analysts right now. Who's the single best stock to own for pure AI exposure? Is it an obvious one, like NVIDIA, or is there a hidden gem somewhere? That question alone is driving a ton of money.
Now, let's shift gears from stocks to the world of crypto, where the energy is, well, it's just as high, if not higher. Bitcoin is at a super critical point, and it looks like the bulls are getting ready for what could be a really major move. So here's the technical picture, but let's keep it simple. Bitcoin is right now knocking on the door of that key $93,000 level. Think of it like a ceiling. If it can punch through that decisively, the chart suggests there's not much stopping a run towards that big psychological $99,000 mark. It's a real make or break moment. All right, we've covered the data, we've looked at the charts, we've heard the analysts, but, sometimes traders look for an edge literally anywhere they can find it. So just for a minute, let's switch gears to a very different kind of analysis for December 5th.
So, according to this daily investment fortune, today seems to favor the horse, while the snake should probably be a little more careful. Let's see what that actually means. So for anyone born in the year of the horse, the message is all about momentum. The advice is to be bold, take the lead, whether you're looking at those high-flying tech stocks or what's happening in crypto. On the flip side, for those born in the year of the snake, the guidance is all about caution. The advice? Analyze for hidden risks before you make a move, which, is always pretty good advice.
So there you have it, a market pulled in two completely different directions by hard data and high-flying momentum. It really leaves you with a big question. Where do you place your bets? Is it with the hard analysis or a little bit of astrology? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.